today's documentary, we are talking about urbanization during the Gilded Age. Over here, we have Dr. Rancoin to answer some questions regarding this topic.
Sup?
We are so happy to have you here. So the first question I have for you is, what is the Gilded Age and what is its significance?
The Gilded Age was a time of economic growth and a booming population for America. And America had passed Britain in industrialization and their capitalist markets. And this is possible because of the available natural resources like coal and iron, which let them create massive monopolies on precious metals and tools.
Okay, and were there any other reasons that we overtook Britain during this age?
Well, obviously, it's because America is the greatest country in the world.
Okay, thanks for that, I guess. So now we have Dr. Juarez over here who's going to answer some more questions about urbanization. So my first question to you is, why was urbanization during this age so important?
Urbanization was so important because it created so many more job opportunities for U.S. citizens with educational improvements leading medical advancements. This made it overall beneficial for the country.
So right now you're portraying urbanization as a really good thing, as if there were no negatives. Were there any negatives at all?
No, obviously there are going to be negatives, some of these being overpopulation by new immigrants, working conditions, and political corruption.
Okay, that's a fair statement. So can you dive a bit deeper into the class distinctions, please?
The middle class consisted of people with professions in specific areas that gave them larger incomes and increased leisure time. Jobs like salesmen, teachers, lawyers, and doctors who usually lived in large homes and had at least one domestic servant. The working class were people that worked very hard, usually in 10-hour shifts 6 days a week. They had many injuries and factory owners could not be responsible because there were no safety regulations. They barely had enough to support their family, and this developed income inequality between the wealthy and poor.
That's very interesting. So, what happened as a result of income inequality?
The working class organized labor unions who fought for better wages, hours, and safer working conditions. They also wanted to keep women, immigrants, and blacks out of the workforce.
Thank you, Dr. Juarez. Now we're going to talk to Dr. Hernandez about the impact of immigration on the urbanization of the United States. Is there anything you'd like to tell us about?
About 27 million immigrants came to the U.S. America was seen as a land of opportunity, and all the new immigrants came from Eastern and Southern Europe because of their own overpopulation. There was a lot of controversy between different religions and stereotypes were developed. Immigrants couldn't speak the language their boss spoke, and they were disrespected and thought of as uneducated people. They were put with other foreigners that they couldn't talk to, so they couldn't rally together to make strikes. As a result of mass immigration to U.S. cities, there was a housing shortage that created poor living conditions for people living in these areas. An example is a dumbbell tenement that was 8 stories high, and families were crammed into each floor.
Dang, that's a lot of people. So how did the U.S. react to that many new workers?
Well, political machines were created, which was the bosses trading jobs or services in return for votes from the immigrants that created corruption. A famous political machine is Tammany Hall in New York City.
Thank you, Dr. Hernandez. I'd also like to thank you, the viewers, because by you watching today's documentary, you're giving us money. Thank you.